Hello, and welcome to the Film Pigs on GeekNation, the only web show about the movies that dares to ask hard-hitting questions like, why is it that in movie theaters they can't just parse out a little section of seats that are working toilets? So when you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie, you won't miss anything. You can just take a piss or take a dump or whatever and keep watching the movie. I mean, why not?
They'd probably charge a premium in the ticket for that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a premium.
Especially at ArcLight.
Like
Yeah,
a toilet.
How much is that? And you get to pick your toilet too, right?
Which I prefer the toilet to left of center of
Number
screen.
1 or number 2? Like everything is a choice.
How awesome would that be in the middle of a movie? You just, like, someone wanders to this section and they, like, pull one of those toilet sheets out and they're, like, spreading it down while watching the movie.
Oh my God.
So they don't miss anything.
This movie's great, isn't it?
The only problem is if you're a guy, you have to sit down to pee. Because, you know,
Like you
unless
guys
they
don't do that.
Yeah. Unless they put, like, urinals. They could put urinals, like a row of urinals right up against the bottom of the screen.
So your heads are right there. That actually would be
But
like,
as long as they make this, but if they make the seat with like a guard in front, then you can sit down and pee and it's all right.
Yeah, sure.
a seat with a what in front?
Like a little guard, like a little pee guard. So if you're relaxing, you know, you don't like just go over the rim.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit the people who are sitting in front of the toilet seats.
That would just be rude.
Yeah. I am your host this week, Todd Anderson. I'm here with fellow film pig Steve Skelton. Steve Falk is not here because he's editing You're the Worst. And he's taking birthing classes. He's got a lot going on, you guys. We have a very special guest in Alixandrée Antoine. Back 2 weeks in a row. She came back a second week. She drove here last week, drove here again this week.
This is a completely different week.
It's a different week.
Everything.
It's totally different.
New outfit, everything.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't just change our clothes for this.
No, I didn't throw a jacket over the T-shirt that I was wearing in last week's show.
This isn't my
That's
same
not-
drink?
No, not at all.
Completely different time.
Speaking about drinks, which we call popcorn. Popcorn.
Clinky. And a clinky. Oh, it tastes better the second week.
So, we do this thing every week called Rash Judgments. If you're just tuning in for the first time.
Explain that to the people who are just tuning in.
I think
I want to explain it. I really do. I feel it.
No,
it
please don't. Go.
warrants
You have the floor.
Explanation.
Yeah.
There are a lot of movies coming out this week. So how do you choose?
How
do you choose?
I
what to
don't
go see?
know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know because you're not smart. You're not informed.
No.
You're a regular American.
Hardworking Joe.
Regular Joe.
Joe the Republican
You
plumber.
just want to get out and
man.
escape your crappy, shitty life and your crappy plumbing job for a couple of hours with a loved one, or maybe just by yourself. But you don't know.
Probably just by yourself, because your life's garbage.
You're a garbage person and you've got nothing going on.
If you're like me.
You want to go to the movies. So which
Jealous?
which one do you want to pick? Because you don't want to go to the movies and wind up with a shitty movie.
No, because that just makes your life worse.
You could look at Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
You could look at Metacritic.
Yeah.
You could read or listen to your favorite professional movie critic. But you know what they all have in common? They all get to watch movies for free.
Yes.
Oh,
We're like you in that if we want to go to the movies, we have to shell out hard-earned dollars for it.
We get
So
nothing.
before we go, we think. And we're educated. So what we do is we make judgments, even though we haven't seen the movies, but we're so fucking smart.
Yes,
We're
we are.
so fucking smart. We can tell what the shit is and what the good stuff is before we even see it. So this is Rash Judgments. Steve Skelton, what is your rash judgment?
Oh, you guys, my rash judgment is for a movie called Black Mass. Oh. This is the latest Johnny Depp movie.
Is it a movie about like a southern church?
No, it's a gangster show where Johnny Depp is playing the real life gangster Whitey Bulger. It's a Whitey Bulger
It's
story.
a Boston story.
Yeah.
It's Bostonian.
Yeah.
I'm from that area.
Yeah,
nice.
and in
This'll hit home for me.
In Black Mass, Johnny Depp is wearing the exact same ludicrous bald cap that he wore in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, thank God. It's been
And
too long.
It's massively distracting because Johnny Depp clearly has a full head of hair. You can't, I mean, like, you guys may not have noticed this, but I suffer from male pattern baldness. And
The pattern is complete.
And
It's a consistent pattern.
And so, you know, you can tell a guy who's got a full head of hair versus a guy who's just shaved his head for a part, or a guy who has a dumb bald cap on. And that's my big problem with Black Mass, because I've watched 2 different trailers.
Okay.
And I liked them.
Oh,
I thought they were
it
pretty
looks
engaging
pretty cool, yeah.
and interesting, and there's a little bit of kind of old, you know, Scorsese kind of flavor to what's going on. And Depp actually seems like again, it's the bald thing is because
Really
they're trying to, because it looks so dumb on Depp,
Okay.
and he already looks nothing like Whitey Bulger. So I don't know why
I wanna see a real picture.
there was the insistence on the bald cap.
Not at all.
It's
really?
because Johnny Depp likes
He likes costume.
doodads
Yeah.
He gets
to
lost
get
in
him
his
to get him
character,
there.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw Transcendence, where Johnny Depp just
Yeah.
looked like Johnny Depp. It wasn't good.
No, even when it was just pixelated, it still didn't work.
Yeah.
Anyway, despite that, I still want to see kind of want to see Black Mass,
good.
and I'm gonna try and work past the insulting bald cap.
Right.
Well, if he does a good enough performance,
Yeah.
you might forget about
Yeah.
the.
No.
and
I
he
think
can
he
do
will.
I will
that.
never
Yeah.
forget about his bald cap.
Yeah, he can. He's good at the character stuff.
I think
Yeah,
he
I'm
is
not
too.
so-
He's a character actor trapped in a gorgeous, gorgeous man's body.
Yeah.
I know.
It's very interesting.
Whereas I am neither.
Next rest judgment.
Steve Falk's not here because, again, he's taking a birthing class. So he took the time while, I imagine, while he was learning how to birth a baby.
Well, he's a multitasker.
Yeah, he like to do a rash. So let's take a look at what he has to say
Okay.
about a movie coming out this weekend.
Fun.
Steve, take it away.
Rash for look. Dystopian YA novels turned movies. They're a dime a dozen. This is Maze Runner 2, Scorch Trials. I don't know what's happening. bunch of kids. The world's gone to hell, and there's like adults trying to keep them in line while pretending to keep them safe, and they escape, and the world's all scorched, and they're all bummed out. And dystopia and teens. Who gives a shit?
Okay, fair enough. He's not. It's
to the
clear
point.
he's not going to see the Maze Runner 2.
He doesn't care
No.
for the teens.
He doesn't like kids.
No.
Which
but
is
he's having a
ironic
baby.
because he's taking a
Yeah.
birthing class.
Yeah.
You know, my only kind of criticism about his rash judgment is,
You're rash judging his rash judgment.
yeah, I'm rash judging his rash judgment. His breathing seems not good. Like, I think he needs to take some more classes. He's not doing a good job breathing. He really isn't. So work on that, Steve.
Well, he's a mouth breather. Right?
Yeah, well, seriously, work on it. Dre, what do you got for us?
Ooh, I have the Cooties.
The
Remember that?
Cooties?
Wait, is that a
The
movie or you
Cooties.
just have
Are you
cooties?
just-
Both. All right. Hey, mine is called The Cooties, which I love, and it's starring Elijah Wood and Rainn Wilson and Allison Pill and other people. And,
She's such a pill.
She's adorable. So I guess basically what it's
even know
about
what it
is Monday morning, which everybody hates, and you go to school and there's some sort of virus in the food at the cafeteria, and all the kids who ate it all of a sudden turn into zombies.
Nice.
So now the teachers are fighting for their lives from all these kids that are trying to eat them. So it's The Walking Dead Junior, I guess, if you will. So yeah, I mean, it looks fun. It's like a horror comedy, and yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a fun movie to go and see with your children, right? Would you bring your kids to
I
that?
don't think you bring your kids. Is it a PG-13 or R-rated
I forgot
picture?
to look, but I just feel like I've seen kids in everything. So probably in 50 Shades of Grey, there were probably kids there. So I'm sure.
So
you could
take
bring
your
them-
kids to that.
Take your kids
Yeah.
to that and just tell them this
Yeah.
is what happens if you don't study and when you eat that crap.
Just make sure you read the contract.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Cooties. The buzz on it's really good.
Yeah, I think
And it's a
Colby would
fun
like it
idea. It
too.
looks like a fun horror comedy.
I would see it. I would
If it's
see it.
PG-13, maybe. He's not into horror stuff. He doesn't like
Really?
the scary stuff.
You sure
No.
that's your kid?
Well, he likes Goosebumps. He likes to read horror, but like to see it in a movie is too unsettling.
Give him a few
Okay.
more years,
Yeah,
and he'll start getting into
grow
that.
into
Like if the movie's bad enough, he can sit with it. You know,
Oh, so he
like if
gets
it's not
scared.
effective, if the movie's not effective and dumb, and he can laugh at it ultimately, then
it's
he
more
can go.
Oh, okay, got it.
Anyway, that's Rashes. Now it's time for our mid segment. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna tell you through verbal love letters about the movies that we love the most that are guilty pleasures. There are movies that you know in your heart of hearts aren't good, but you watch them over and over and over because you find them amusing.
Yes.
So now is the time for our love letters to guilty pleasures. Here you go. Don't roll it, just walk. Just do roll. Don't roll it. I mean, roll it, but we're not going to make a deal out of it.
Hey, Underworld franchise, you up? I just wanted to say I think you're kind of awesome because you're always there when I need you to watch something that I don't have to think about, but is like really flashy and blue and has vampires and werewolves. And I really love to think about what kind of army it took behind the scenes to cram Kate Beckinsale into her outfits. Imagine most of your budget was allotted to talcum powder. I also love Michael Sheen, celebrated actor, star of Masters of Sex and Frost Nixon, is in not one, but 2 Underworld movies. He's a werewolf. And he seems to be having a great time. And all the vampires are all, like, let's be honest, everyone is a vampire in the Underworld movies are way too old to be pulling the goth thing off anymore, but you're still doing it. It's great. Vampires, werewolves, fighting, Scott Speedman, then he's like a blue werewolf vampire. I don't know what's happening. I don't care because people jump off of things and they shoot guns and they punch each other and it just washes over me like some lukewarm water that is filled with vampires and werewolves. Underworld franchise. I love
you. Hi, No Mercy, starring Richard Gere and Kim Basinger. I really like the movie because, like, Richard Gere plays this cop and he's like best friends with his partner, and like the opening scene, they're in like a car wash and they like get this bad guy and it was like amazing. Anyways, like his partner, like something really bad happened to his partner, and like he wants to like avenge the bad stuff that happened to his partner because I won't give too much away. And the only way he can do that is if he like kidnaps Kim Basinger, whom I love. And like he takes her and they're like in a swamp and stuff, and like he's like manhandling her and stuff, and like it's like kind of hot, you know? And then like they slowly like kind of like fall in love, and it was like kind of romantic in a weird way. I don't know how to describe it. But like her other boyfriend guy was like fighting to get her back, and like Richard Gere was like fighting and stuff, and like I don't know, it's like just like it just makes me like them, and I like really like the movie, and I like to watch it, and you know, like the end is like really cute and stuff, and yeah, so hi, No Mercy. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Don't look at me. No, seriously, stop. Stop.
Hi, how's it going, Eraser, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger? You know what I remember about you? I remember there was a cartoon alligator that Arnold Schwarzenegger had to fight, and I think James Caan is the bad guy. Not 100% sure. And I think there's like a hot model lady who Arnold Schwarzenegger goes around with. But here's what I love about you, Eraser, is you cost a lot of money to make, and you're super shiny and there's action in you, and no matter how many times I see you, every time I look at you again, it's like seeing the movie without having seen it before, because I don't remember what happened. You know, it's like, it's called Eraser, and I think, I'm not sure, maybe that has something to do with the plot, but for me, Eraser means like as soon as it's over, it's been erased from my mind. So I can have it on my video shelf and I can go, oh, Eraser, I don't remember this. I can watch it again. And I watch it. And it doesn't matter if it's a year has passed or just a couple of days. I don't remember what the fuck happens in Eraser. This is why I keep watching Eraser, to try and remember it. It's like a fun challenge. So thank you. What was I talking about?
Yeah, you've been erased.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Get to the chopper.
I don't know why I'm here.
Billy.
Why am I thinking about cartoon alligators? Totally lost. Can we do this again? Holy crap! That was a good time. I liked hearing.
good.
I really like
Yeah.
your guilty pleasure
Yeah.
movies were fantastic.
Well, mine I thought was really good.
No,
so.
very deep. I just want to light a
It's
candle.
so
and
weird,
pray.
and it's so weird that none of us chose a pornographic film.
I know, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
kudos to
Well,
us.
I'm not guilty about that.
You just watch the porn, you're like, no guilt.
I'm here.
Love baby
Start
sitters.
your engines.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Okay. We've come to the end of our show. I would like to thank Steve Skelton
Oh, thank you.
and Steve Falk for taking the time during his birthing class to send in a rash judgment. Make sure you guys watch You're the Worst
Ooh.
on FXX
When?
Wednesday nights after the league. It's at
Starting
10:30 p.m.
September.
It already started. It started on September
yeah,
9th,
but when
and
this
it's
show
still
started-
going.
it.
And
It
you can watch
goes-
the first season streaming on Hulu.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the first season, you should really watch it.
And if you don't want to, like, I don't want to subscribe to that, it's $8. You can
Yeah.
do $8 for a month. You can watch the whole
Yeah.
show
and you can
then
laugh
just
at this
cancel.
guy.
Right. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also get it on DVD.
That's a good
Oh.
plan.
You can buy it on DVD.
Yeah.
You can buy the episodes on iTunes.
Yeah.
There's no fucking excuse
No.
to not watch You're the Worst.
Yeah, I
if you
agree.
don't watch it, you're an asshole. Unless you're a member of my family, and then don't watch You're the Worst. Please. Especially the second season.
Oh my God.
Don't watch it. I've been your host, Todd Anderson. Thank you, Steve Skelton. Thank you, Steve Falk. And, of course, our very special guest, Alixandrée Antoine.
Yes.
Back for the second week in a row. She
had
drove here 2
fun.
times, you guys.
Why?
It's been 2 weeks.
So good,
Yeah.
so great to have her, and she's easy on the eyes. And that's not why we had her. We had her because she's great. She's a great
Yay.
person, and we love having her, and she's hilarious. So until next time, the concession stand is closed due to health code violations. Bye, everybody.
We really got to do something about those violations.
Yeah.
Let's keep it. We'll still eat it.